Hey fellow surveyors and explorers, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Odyssey Grav Runners, episode 28, a series of rapid successive hops. Limping back home, as I said, going into this, these insect hives are like easily the hardest ones to do, but it's done. So where to next? We could go to the other Grav core. There's two other Grav cores to potentially go to. There is an orbital stash. There is a gold asteroid. So Grav core, gold asteroid, stash, or a point of my interest. Have I polled about what to do with the core? I don't recall. Alright, so Puig, I want Puig resting. And then we also owe Puig a eyeball and a leg. Oh, 68 rats. Wow. I mean, that's a really nice blade, but... wow. Alright, Puig. Eye. And leg. Alright, doing a health check. Fangface needs tending, Puig needs an eye and a leg, and that's it. Alright. Now, wherever we end up going, I know I want to get the hell away from this infinitely respawning hive and the defoliator, so we'll be taking off in just a minute. There's just really not an urgency at the moment, as long as, like, I guess we all stay inside, which we're doing. Although the bug hive spreading is kind of annoying. The reason why there's like not an urgency to leave is we might as well just like recover as much as we can, because as soon as we land somewhere new, it might get even scarier. What were the cargo pods? Kibble? Yeah, I don't care. Puig deserves some better armor? Yes. I think what's going to end up happening is once Puig gets the other bionic leg, I can do the marine armor. The reason I don't generally do the marine armor is the movement speed penalties, but with two bionic legs, it offsets that. So eventually, once the recon armor builds are done, the next one will be marine armor. Better tanking. Well, we're pretty well set up for fuel and for meals, so it's not, we don't even need to leave the ship at the moment. There's not really an urgency for that. Alright, Glitch, you are recovered. Okay. I think what I'll do is I will schedule Puig's surgeries to take place at the same time to minimize downtime. So I'll wait for the leg and do both at the same time. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do that, and the reason is that eye injury is aching, so there's a bit of a benefit to do it now. So install right eye. It's a little bit more medicine, but like, it's worth it. Will Puig be full bionic? No, not quite. Missing eyes, missing ears, missing, you know, etc. So there's one eye, a spine, a heart, a stomach, ears, jaws, tongue. I mean, there's a lot left in the tree to do. Here comes the leg. And Puig's eye has been replaced. So we just have I mean, one toe is not a big deal, but might as well have more bionics. I mean, the advantage of a bunch of bionic limbs is you then don't have fingers and toes to get removed And then also you can't bleed from those appendages. So, you know, it's nice to have bionics for that reason. Why are you so mad? Intense pain? I think smoke a leaf joint for you. And you guys want me to go to a point of interest of my choice or the stash? I want to go to the orbital stash. It's kind of the wrong direction, but it sounds like fun to me. And the other thing is, what am I going to do with this grav core? Power extender, my choice. So we have, the last one went extension. I could do another extension, or I could make it into power, so we're less reliant on chem fuel. Okay. Puig no longer has permanent injuries. Good. Yeah, that's a lot of bugs. That is a lot of bugs. Starvation? Who's starving? I know I'm down low on meals, but there's still food left. So I'll consider launching once the wooziness is gone from Puig, so that I don't have any disadvantages heading to the next fight. We're not... I wouldn't say I'm low on meat, but it's not like we're swimming in it either. So maybe what I'll do is allow... I'm going to create another temporary zone and allow them to hunt the 3 bucks that are up there before we leave. Staying the hell away from the bugs. I could even do a group takedown of the mega sloths as well. That wouldn't be unreasonable. Just to make sure that we have plenty of food while we're up in orbit. Also, the bugs nibbled on some of the turrets around the ship. And now that the big threat's over, I'm going to go back to a diurnal schedule. You guys want power grav core. Let's do it. This was me my 3rd. I'll put it back there, like the first one was. And that should be enough power to turn off all the chem gens, unless I really want to turn a lot of things powered on all at once. So that's really, really nice. Now that it is daybreak, once this core is built, I will, I'll get some group hunting done, and then we can take off for the skies. God, there's so many bugs. Jump pack tech prints aren't a thing in this series. That ain't Odyssey or vanilla. So as much as I would like them, they can't be used. Right, that's a royalty thing. So there's no locust armor. None of those fancy biotech bionics like kidneys or lungs. None of that. Yeah, no royalty equals no tech prints. Exactly. Alright, so that's all the meat we're going to need. Vacuum safing now. Everyone is recovered, and we are good to go into orbit. Now, if we're going to go into orbit, let's don the suits first. Make sure that we're all vacuum tight, because sometimes it's useful to be able to go fight. Doing a quick gear check. Helmet's fine. So, vac resistance, I think with everyone suited up should be fine, and we're good to launch. You totally forgot it was royalty, you're spoiled. Yeah, I will say, trying to clear some of the ruins of Odyssey without jump packs or locust armor, or skip, right? Because skip is also royalty, is pretty challenging. The other DLCs make a lot of the Odyssey content easier for that reason. So not having it, right? Or of course using mechs, because you can certainly clear out you can certainly clear out danger zones with mechs very, very easily. Okay, I can park like this. Weird, but it'll work. Yeah, I've had to mention many occasions for the series so far, that's not a thing in the DLC set that I am using. So, alright, just to make sure that everyone has good vac resistance, 99, that's close enough to 100. 100. 97, it's fine. 99. Yeah, you know, I don't even really need to do that. So, Pierogi, you stay inside, but everyone else can go. Now, is there any ores? I see some components there, so I'm going to want to mine those up. But, glitch, hack the blast doors. And then miners go mine around the components. Now, is there anything else? Let's see. No, just the components. I do see a monitor here. These facilities aren't inherently safe, so even when we hack the doors, I'm going to keep them closed. Oh, I set the Fox for unlimited? No, they're on vac safe. Ye of little faith. I definitely heard something move in here, and it wasn't me. Alright, we got a hunter trap coming after me. And then there's a wasp trap in the corner there. So, everybody, convene for the wasp trap. There is a legendary weapon here. It is a bolt-action rifle called the Deadly Horn with a tactical sight. That's pretty nice. High damage. 27 up from 18. No complaints for me. That thing's baller. Smash! Oh, look at that. Wasp did nothing. Love it. There's also the flak vest, which might be worth something to someone somewhere. Glitch, would you do the honors? And then, of course, there's this down here, so Klein's going to go down there. And then Good, you're dismissed because you're pissy. You're volatile, so keeping you happy is always a struggle. Another Hunter Trap. Should be pretty easy to kill. Whoa, it wasn't chasing Puig? I guess Puig was not the one that pissed it off. That could have been scary. And then Klein's ready to rejoin the group, and we'll go in there together. Generally, the smaller rooms are like treasure, not enemies, but just from an overabundance of caution, I'll treat it like it could have enemies. Dead body. So that is a Ruinloth thing. Now, the thing about bodies, I think I need frag grenades to deal with that. So, just haul it to a corner that no one's ever going to enter into, and it should be fine. And then while Glitch hacks there... Yeah, okay. Great. Yep, we're done. So there's PSMs... And now I can forbid that door and no one will see those dead bodies. I wonder what that... No, that was probably just to open a door. That's a lot of components. I mean, it's like 3 veins on top of one another. So we'll max out the components and then we can get out. The rifle... I don't know what to do about it. I mean, it hits hard. But I kind of stopped using bolt actions altogether. Like, I'm not even using the other one anymore. Because fire rate is honestly more useful. What do you think is being left behind? It doesn't have better range than the sniper rifle. It's accuracy at long range. It's not longer range. PSMs are being left behind? They aren't. I already opened up the pallet. And hauled them in. They're right here. All 13 of them. Oh god, we butchered all the Mega Sloth. Yeah, that's a bucket of corpse. Anything stripped off the corpses? Almost never. I guess there's ambrosia on that one, so I stand corrected. But basically, generally speaking, it's rare to find anything worth anything on a corpse. They're always like revolver and tattered clothing. But in the case of ambrosia, sure, I'll make an exception. So far, there's been a lot of chat correcting me about things that aren't a problem. Like, oh, the fox is free to roam. I saw multiple times. No, he isn't. Oh, the pack of survivals were left behind. No, they're not. Y'all are working against me, aren't you? Or you just doubt me hard. One or the other. Now, what I do want is, let's link, because there's shelves here of clothing. So I'm going to link these together and then clear. So we haul those 3 pieces of clothing. But that's about all that I left behind. And that's getting grabbed now. So yeah, this was quick. We are done. Everything of value already taken. But luckily, our cooldown for the ship is like infinitely fast. We have lots of fuel still, and I have 2,600 wood, so it's like really not an issue of fuel. So I could head over to the mech platform, the gold asteroid. So where do you want me to go? This will be a flashpole. I can do a grav core, gold asteroid, the stash. So there is technically another stash. It's this thing. It has a gladius, a great bow, and a telescope, and a bunch of rats. Because they're manhunting animals, I can just like wait them out if you want me to go to the stash. So that's up to you. But a Gladius is like lower DPS than a longsword, which is why I was like less interested, despite the fact it was legendary. Because Gladiuses are like short swords. And it looks to me like the popular choice seems to be leaning towards the gold asteroid. So I guess I'm going to launch there. Why not? I like how it keeps warning me that I have exterior walls that are like weak to vacuum. It's like, I really don't. I really don't. This ship is very, very, very airtight. I like triple made sure of it. Now, one of the nice things that I have is I have a lot of Gravlight panels now. And with all the Gravlight panels I have, where the hell is the gold? With all the Gravlight panels I have, I can do a massive ship expansion when it comes time. So there's one there, one there, one there. So 2 in the north, 1 in the south. I guess I'll land in the north. So I'll park it here. And that also allows me to use the launcher, potentially. So, is there anywhere around for gift bag? I'm here. I guess Lagoa Confederacy is kind of below us, so I'll gift them some stuff. Again, looking for potential alliances. I'm going to keep the heavy leather from the Megasloths, though, because I know that's going to be valuable for clothing making. And I'll give them the blocks I don't want, even though they're not going to like even give me market value stuff. Ooh, right. Actually, I'm going to gift some vac suits. That's going to be really good for rep. Ah, we found something new in about 10 days. Now, there's very possibly more gold, like, deep in the asteroid, but I'm not interested in staying here and strip mining. Especially given that the ship can launch in 2 hours, there's, like, no point in sitting around that long. Get the, 500 gold that we can easily see and then be on our way. Makes the most sense. Did I ever send off the shuttle that we're loading up? I had, yeah. So it has nothing in it now. Okay, we need just one more recon armor, and then everyone's out of vac suits, which is really sweet. We're just waiting for the last of the gold to get mined up, and we're good to go. I think everything that can be loaded up in this pod got loaded. For my guess is, I'm actually going to deconstruct all of the the outfit shelves, because like we don't use them. And they're being annoying where I'm not even able to like haul the things into the transport pod because it like prevents you from using it, which is stupid. So I'm totally done with those shelves. I'd rather just have the space. Okay. 17? That works for me. We're now allied. And all the gold got gobbled up. And long-range minerals kind of... Wow, everything happening all at once! Okay. So, drug production or beer brewing? Honestly, given how fast those researchers are, it really doesn't matter. So I'm just going to queue one of them up. And we still have lots of chem fuel, and we still have lots of meat. So I'm going to launch towards another grav core. I can't get all the way to the orbital grav core, and I can't get all the way to the one on the ground. So I'll hit up a point of interest. An ancient warehouse? That works for me. And it's also pretty close to other trade points, too. So we're near 2 more grav cores. One is the frozen terraformer, and the other is a mech platform. Well, that was quick. And then, ooh, I already see more gold. My god. No known compacted plasteel. But a lot of gold ore. In fact, 2 sites of gold ore plus jade. Wow. I'm going to have some dangerous levels of wealth, I think. We're going to need to load up some of this gold and give it away to Hatla or something, because it's going to be a problem if not. Because we just got nauseous, I'm going to keep everyone on zoned lockdown for the nausea to pass, so we don't end up with a situation where manhunter animals like eat us as we vomit. Queuing up the precious stuff to get mined up. And also strip mine the components as well, because I'm using them as like trade goods too. Ooh, I did not notice that Good had a cut scar. So I owe Good an arm. With the new long-range mineral scanner that we had unlocked, I'd also like to get one of those. So I'm going to make some changes to the back of the ship and get a scanner installed back here. All right. And I'm unrestricting those that are no longer vomiting. It's probably safe for everyone to be unrestricted at this point. Bangface is the only one that needs to take off the suit. Oh, I didn't realize I had a recon helmet. With that in mind, Tweak, put that on. Did I queue up a... Yeah, that's my fault. I thought I queued up the suit, but whatever. Apparently I'm illiterate. Okay, I see the amount of time left on the timer. I'm going to go slightly over time just so I can get the long-range mineral scanner built. It's like the last thing I managed to do. I need a golden grav ship. I really, really, really do. Maybe Liara, but not me. Ah, this is an ancient danger. Good to know. So search the warehouse and ancient danger. That's now on the list of things to do as well. And I'm going to be adding 2 new turrets to the back for security's sake. So you can see where the long-range mineral scanner is going to go. What the weird thing about this is the fuel is going to have to move somewhere. So I'll put the fuel like up here. I know it's kind of in the way. Actually, no, that kind of works out. I don't really hate that. And doing the surgery on good to fix the whole cut scar from the queen. And I think that's the last fixable injury that we've got. And it went without a hitch. Once we have a much larger source of plasteel, I can also consider bionic legs for everyone so that we can easily outrun our problems. So we have a grav ship that can outrun our raids and legs that can outrun our raiders. It will be very, very easy. Didn't I worry about the batteries exploding? I mean, not really. The thing is, the batteries exploding is a thing that happens with regular conduit, but as long as I use hidden conduit, it really ought not to be a problem. So that's why I was like, I changed my mind on that. Because it's not likely to be an issue for us. And I think this is going to be a little weird, but I think in order for this to work properly, it's going to be a door like this. So it looks stupid, but I can't go back any further. Well, that's not true. I could go back one further if I move the field extender, but I don't want to do that. So I'm going to have it look stupid, but work, because that's more important to me. So the only thing I want to do to this is to floor it up the correct color, or floor it up and then add it to the correct color. And then probably let's put an armchair in there. And a light. So this, of course, will not be vac safe, as a long-range mineral scanner has to be unroofed. But this allows us to scan for plasteel, which is going to be mightily important when it comes to mass-producing, you know, armor and bionics and stuff like that. So the last piece of this is making it the pastel green. Indicating that it is made of, you know, uranium. Basically, the armored stuff is your plastic. Oh, you know, speaking of which, technically that should be pastel green too. Plasteel is annoying to find. It is until you have a long-range mineral scanner. So I would agree with you, but a long-range mineral. So interestingly, the long-range mineral scanner, you'll build up percentages, and then you'll still, regardless of your built-up percentages, even if you keep hopping, the percentages will still grow. So when it comes to a long-range mineral scanner, it's useful to you, even if you have to leave frequently. And 50 humans? Sorry, Warehouse, but I think your secrets I do not care that much about. The good news is we've already stripped this tile of most of its precious metals. We're leaving behind a little bit of stuff, but I'm not interested in fighting 50 tribals with a fire force of 6. A 10-to-1 ratio, or near 10-to-1 ratio, kind of sucks. So, the very last thing I do this stream is retreat! The thing is, I don't think I want to go to the frozen terraformer, because I know that there's going to be nothing there to hunt or cut down. So I think I'll do like an interim hop, just to buy time, so that we have a very healthy amount of fuel and food before. Because if we go here, there's no food, no fuel, not really. Or up there, there's no fuel, no food. So getting a really healthy stockpile of stuff so that we can do the Grav Runner the Grav core runs. Increased animal life is like the adjacent tile, so we'll just go one tile over. So sorry, warehouse. If you're wondering, the POI stockpiles here generally are pretty lackluster. They're not like stashes, they're just more like ruins. So it's possible that it had like a unique weapon or a map or something like that. But I am certainly not fighting 50 tribals to figure out if it had something of value. Uranium? A lot of uranium. Okay. So I'll park here equidistant between the two uranium sites. What did the Grav Runners do? Run! Yeah, it's literally built into the name. Again, role-playing wise, we're a survey team, so we have fighters to survive, but our main concern is surveying the planet, which is hopping around a lot. So it's literally by design. We have a ship super capable of flight and retreating because we're not here to really to do much beyond surveying. So I said the very last thing I wanted to do this stream was to get the long-range scanner up. It is up. It's going to be attuned to plasteel and plugged in. Plugging in, of course, will require a lot of power. And then I am going to remove it from the vac safe zone. With that said, all of our colonists have vacuum safe suits on. So vac safe is far less of an issue now, other than pierogi. Because like we're full suits all the time. Because recon armor is kind of the norm. So ain't that big of a deal if I fail at the vac safe stuff. But that, friends, is where I'm going to leave off for today. To be picked up in 2 weeks. Because it's going on a 1-week hiatus for the marathon next weekend. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Odyssey Grav Runners, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Grav Runners.